Offense is harder to coach and teach than defense, and it's because of some of these little details right here that Vanderbilt does at such an elite level. Their spacing, how they generate an advantage, and it looks simple just watching it, but it requires a lot of teaching in order to get into it. Vanderbilt's going to get into this basic double drag 77 look right here, and a lot of people just say, "All right, let's run a double drag and then leave it at that." There's a few things that you have to notice out of this right away. Vanderbilt loves this empty look. Every time that they're in this, if they can create an empty, it really helps a lot of things because it forces this guy to have to actually, get screened a little bit. Because if he plays too high right here, well, we're just rejecting this all day long, and you don't even need to set a ball screen, and you're actually getting downhill and running solid offense right here. Going to create this by this guy right here, just simply cutting through to this side to open things up. Every time they're in the double drag, they want to get into that. Now they're in their double drag look. They're going to slip the second guy. They're going to set the first one to be able to get downhill out of this. But again, the spacing matters. If you leave a guy here and a guy here, this ability to turn the corner right here becomes a lot more difficult because you have a guy on this wing right here. So they're going to cut a guy from this corner right here and just simply slide down. That's what a lot of teams are starting to do a lot more of right now to create bigger gaps for their guards to keep their dribble and really get that advantage that that screen is going to allow. So they set it. Defense tries to show right here, slip right here, and you get two on the ball right away right here with one guy popping, and you got a guy going through right here. So this guy's really got a decision to make. Do I help on a little high-low look if that's something that potentially makes itself available? How are we recovering back here? Is there an ability for us to get downhill right here? He really tries to, but the defense does a great job getting back in front. You maybe have a lob right there. I mean, shoot, he wants it, but I'm okay with that. The question you got to ask yourself then is, okay, we're back at a neutral position. How do we generate another advantage from that? They're just going to simply kick it out and engage in a dribble handoff out of this. From that, you have big old gap right here because we're staying honest on the backside and our ability to shoot. So we'll get downhill and able to finish. Great job right there at the very end. A great little detail right here. Trying to seal a guy right here. Great job. Great offense.